You come back and you call it my victory.
Hello everyone, my name is Katelyn Spinks and I'm a student at Young Harris College. I am a senior student at Young Harris College, graduating soon hopefully. I'm an interdisciplinary studies major with business education and religious studies as my fields of study.
Oh, you go before I know that you.
So my mom is actually an alumni of Young Harris College, and we were talking about some different options on places I could go, and she was like, I think you should really just look at Young Harris. And I was like, no, I do not want to go to Young Harris. Like, you're just saying that because you went there. And I was being the defiant teenage daughter that I was at the time. And she was like, well, just humor me and take a tour. And I was like, okay, fine. And so we toured Young Harris on a visitation day in the spring, and I just fell in love with it. And I was just so awestruck by the scenery of the area, as well as all the community and the different experiences that the students were sharing that they had talked about. And about halfway through the visitation day, I looked at my mom and I was like, yeah, I think I want to go to Young Harris. And the ironic part of that, when I told her that, we were actually in the chapel.
Your love becomes my greatest defense. It leads me from the dry.
Wasting plugged in. I had an opportunity to meet Rev Blair before coming to Young Harris when I was working at Camp Glisten that summer, and she just really reached out to me and loved on me as a freshman student and was really intentional about making sure that I felt plugged in to religious life. And she's a main reason why I was so plugged in at the beginning and stayed plugged in throughout. I guess it was the first chapel of the year during freshman year of college. They had said that the chapel ministry team had put together a new worship team because a lot of their people were graduating or had graduated already. And for some reason they just needed some younger people to be on their team, I guess, for like turnover purposes with people graduating. But anyway, so I had the opportunity to lead worship at the first chapel of freshman year, and I was so nervous. I was this shy, little timid freshman, and I was so scared about messing up, so scared about what I sounded like and how good my singing was and all that. And it was one of the best services that I've ever experienced, because in those moments of me being nervous beforehand, during the worship service, I just felt this overwhelming sense of peace. So that was one of my first experiences with religious life at Young Harris, and it was there that I started to begin to feel at home at Young Harris and in religious life specifically. And I met so many friends through different religious life organizations such as Chapel Ministry Team and going on spiritual life retreat and being on underground leadership and different things like that just really drew me into the community that Young Harris has, and really offered me so many different ways to be connected and plugged into our community that we know and love of Young Harris College. And so through those opportunities, I was able to grow so much. And the person that came in to Young Harris is now leaving a completely different person. I have grown to be more comfortable with who I am and who God has created me to be. And I have made so many friends that have led me to Christ in times of joy and in times of sorrow. And I'm so grateful for those experiences.